The more the internet exposes people to new points of view, the angrier people get that different views exist. Benedict Evans.
In recent times, as we are so well connected, we can put our point of view to the world with just a few taps or clicks. These opinions might get appreciation or hate, but most times the audience gets divided into for or against the opinion, leading to absolute polarization over someone else's opinion on the internet. The absolute polarization leads to binary excision, that of black and white view of the world, instead of the more real grey version of it. Binary perceptions have been used historically to bring to attention certain topics of considerations towards a certain group of people to gain control over and lead the masses.
For few individuals, the urge of pressing one's opinion in certain situation is so strong that they opt for methods which is not acceptable by standards of that particular society. A recent example of this is when there are thousands of people storming the Red Fort in Delhi and every other hand has a phone videotaping and going live on social media. They are no longer just people pressing out their opinions. They are instruments being used for pushing forward opinions that they relate to, with actions that are not acceptable with medium that could reach millions, which might trigger similar actions at some other place. To push forward agendas, various mediums have been used to propagate this binary perception, from speeches and sermons to handful of people to handwritten manuscripts being pushed into the subconscious of one group of people to the next.
Procreation and propagation of ideas take place much like that of people and of religion. This procreation and propagation was catalyzed by the invention of the printing press by Gutenberg in 1439. Leading its way from paper to radio and then the television, people could now be influenced from the comfort of their own homes. This was further multiplied due to the convenience of distribution that the internet brought with it. Audiovisual content like YouTube videos, podcasts, and textual content like blogs are examples of influencing power of the internet. In a desperate attempt to amalgamate all of these in one, the 2000s created a Frankenstein's monster called social media.
Talking about the social in social media, when an individual talks about something and creates traction by getting attention from a high number of users on the platform and thus awarding the individual with higher social status and societal validation. Content creators and their creation quickly finds their way to associating the process with money. Primarily, it has nothing to do with money but has everything to do with the status, validation, and acceptance of one's opinion to be universal or at least majoritarian. According to Naval Ravikant, a modern thinker, capital and labor are types of permission leverage. Permission meaning it has to be given to you in order to make use of them. Bringing in the factor of human vice of greed, money as a leverage triumphs labor. Considering a scenario like this, followers of an influencer are labor leverage. When given capital, these influencers make use of it to push the society towards consumerism.
Content creators with a massive following are used by corporations to further promote consumerism. It's a simple spell but quite unbreakable. The followers of these creators, in order to pledge allegiance to what their beliefs are, take the capitalist bait, and consumerism lives a long and healthy life even today.